Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. 3 killed, 4 wounded in East Kingston gun attack. Sections of Rockford in East Kingston are tense following Thursday night's gun attack along Woodsend Road, which left 3 people dead and 4 others hospitalized. The deceased are 22-year-old Warren Benjamin, a fisherman of Kingston, to 19-year-old Raheem Walters, a construction worker of Kingston, and an unidentified man believed to be in his mid-20s. The body of the unidentified man is 178 centimeters long, with an old tattoo on the throat and a lion on his left forearm. Reports are that about 11 o'clock, the 7 people were attending a party when a man stepped out of a bar and opened fire at the crowd. The police say the wounded included 2 women. Reporters were informed that the police had to escort members of the family out of the community following the shooting. The Major Investigations Division is probing the incident. Police Federation wants record of overtime claims made public. The Jamaica Police Federation has called for the records of overtime claims for its chairman and members of the Central Committee to be made public. Corporal Arlene McBean, General Secretary of the organization, says the members are on call 24 hours per day and have never placed on any form the duties performed. Corporal McBean says the long hours worked by the Central Committee have never been the subject of discussion. She says the report that the members have falsified their overtime claim is to distract them from the real issues. Corporal McBean says the Federation will be taking legal action. Vols takes legal action against PNP General Secretary over comments at party rally. Minister of Science Darrell Vols has taken legal action against General Secretary of the People's National Party Dr. Dayton Campbell for comments he has deemed defamatory. During a recent PNP gathering, Campbell allegedly made libelous remarks about Vols, who is now seeking damages. In a copy of the lawsuit obtained by reporters, Vols' legal team highlighted that the defamatory statements were live-streamed to thousands of viewers and that in addition to cost alluding to damages, Vols is also seeking interest pursuant to the Law Reform Act. After being served with the documents, Campbell has 2 weeks to respond to Minister Vols' lawsuit. Ex-policeman fined $250,000 for assault. A former policeman has been given 30 days to pay a fine of $250,000 or 6 months in prison in relation to his conviction for assaulting occasioning bodily harm. The order was made on Thursday when the former Corporal Owen McCleary appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court. When the matter came up for sentencing, Attorney-at-Law John Jacobs submitted to the court that a non-custodial sentence was most appropriate for McCleary. Jacobs said his client was conducting his duty and matters goes out of control, but he should benefit from the judge's discretion. After the former cop was ordered to pay the $250,000 fine, the lawyer successfully asked for time for him to make the payment. McCleary's conviction arose from an August 17, 2018 incident along the Nelson Mandela Highway in which he assaulted a woman. The complainant, who was working at a bar at the time, overtook a motor car, which then hit the rear of her motor vehicle. She fell from the vehicle, and McCleary, who responded to the incident, was seen dragging her at the scene. The complainant suffered physical injuries. A report was made and an investigation was launched, which resulted in a ruling of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution that McCleary be charged with assaulting occasional bodily harm. He made numerous court appearances but was found guilty on January 15. Cops refute claims woman was abducted in Portmore. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is refuting claims that a woman was kidnapped by men traveling in a Toyota Probox in Portmore, St. Catherine on Thursday. The lawmen are advising members of the public to be cautious of misinformation and to desist from sharing the video. The police wishes to advise members of the public, as well as the holder of the YouTube account, that this information is false and that they should desist from sharing the information, the JCF Corporate Communications Unit stated. Reports from the police are that on Thursday, a bailiff from the court, along with members of the JCF in plainclothes, went to the woman's house in Portmore to execute a warrant of commitment. The woman featured was reportedly unable to fulfill the order by the court. She was arrested and taken to the Bridgeport police station. The men lawfully executed the order by the court, and there were no reports of abuse by the young woman, the police stated. Law enforcers are urging social media personalities, including vloggers, to desist from sharing wrong information as it compromises the safety and security of the individuals involved. They are reminded to be responsible and to verify information with the police before posting. St. Elizabeth man stopped with murder charges. A man who fled his community for almost a year after reportedly killing another during an altercation in St. Elizabeth was tracked down by the police in Kingston and charged with murder. Charged with murder, illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony is 36-year-old Seymour Mullins of Jointwood District in the parish. The deceased has been identified as 22-year-old Tevin Green, otherwise called Frost, of the same community. Reports from the Black River Police are that on September 24, 2022, Green and Mullins were patrons at a bar in their community. An altercation reportedly developed between them, during which Mullins allegedly pulled a firearm and opened gunfire, hitting Green before fleeing the scene. The police were summoned and Green was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Mullins was arrested during an operation in Kingston on Monday, July 31. He gave a caution statement to the police and was later charged. Man ordered to get counseling after spitting on mother of his children. A man who is accused of spitting on the mother of his children was ordered to attend counseling sessions when he appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday. Clive Hall appeared before presiding parish judge Sasha Marie Smith-Ashley and was charged with common assault. According to court documents, the complainant was walking on Cottage Road on July 13 when Hall drove up, stopped beside her, and said something to her. He then parked his car, approached her, pulled the cap she was wearing off her head, and commented that he was the only one who bought it. The complainant crossed the street and he pursued her, then she felt liquid on her neck. She asked Hall if he spat on her, to which she replied, "Yes, so what are you going to do?" "Would you like to sit down with a mediator and discuss the issue?" the judge asked the complainant after hearing the allegations. "No, Your Honor," the complainant said. "Why is that?" Miss Ashley asked. "He constantly stalks me and mentally and physically abuses me. I am sick and tired of him. He verbally abuses me everywhere he sees me. He can tell wherever I leave or come to my house, when I sleep or eat, and what I do in my house," the complainant said, adding that she had obtained a restraining order against Hall in family court, where they also have pending matters. "Mr. Hall, are you guilty for common assault, sir?" Smith Ashley asked the accused. "I'm not guilty, Your Honor," Hall replied. "Did you spit on her?" the judge asked. "No, Your Honor," he responded. Hall then gave the judge his side of the story. According to him, the complainant has on several occasions locked the 3 children alone in the house from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., and she sometimes leave them in the house and go to dance. He added that when he confronted her about it, she became aggressive and attempted to fight him. "I even had to report her to the police. She assaulted me on more than one occasion. She threw hot porridge in my face, broke my finger, and assaulted me across the street one day," Hall told the judge. After hearing from both parties, the judge referred the pair of the probation officer for counseling. Before rescheduling the case for September 15, Hall bail was extended. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.